welcome to yet another solo edition of the Release Radar. We'll see Chase later in the presentation, but right now I can tell you it is very early in the morning for him as he is in Thailand at a very important event. So if you're in Thailand and you see Chase, tell him you miss him. You should tag him here and let him know that he's not here and that we have been waiting on him for at least 20 minutes now and realize that he's just not going to make it. With that, let's get into releases for this week. If you can hear me and see me, go ahead and drop your location and name in the comments, and we'll give you a little shout out there. With that, let's get started. We had a really exciting week. Lots of performance updates, which I was super stoked to see. But let's get into the first one and we can kind of break it down. First update, we have got SEO tab within WordPress hosting. So this specific tab, if you're using our WordPress hosting feature within HighLevel, you will now get access to see technical things like title tags, meta descriptions, meta keywords for all the different pages that you've got in your WordPress sites. So go ahead and take a look at that. If you're big on SEO and big on WordPressing, or WordPressing, I guess is a verb, go and check it out. Let us know what you think. More to come on that front too. We've also got another update for WordPress. Now this is for our LC plugin. I forget what version it is. It's like 3.0.13 if I'm not mistaken, as I read the notes here. So this is going to give us much tighter integration, particularly being able to pull in review widgets, calendars, surveys, and quizzes. I don't know if we're quite there with order forms, Charles. If you're waiting for that, that might be forthcoming. But the connection between sites that are hosted in WordPress and your system is kind of bridged with this lead connector plugin. So you can pull in things like form submission, surveys, and so forth right into your HighLevel account from a WordPress site. So that makes it nice and easy. Moving on, we've got a voice AI update. So now you can update MCP tools in the configuration. So in this instance, you'd go into configure your MCP, and you can go to tools, and there's a little button there that you can click on the edit and make some configurations. You can do things like update the trigger prompts. You can manage response variables, and you can also configure execution settings. Who doesn't love that? So if you're exploring the MCP and all the things that you can do with it, you can now got more control right within the platform. So rejoice on that front. This was something near and dear to my heart. It's actually something that I've had to use CSS for a while. And not to be too selfish here, but I kind of went to the team and I'm like, we should be able to do this. The idea here is that there's line spacing, which would be like 1.5 to 2x line spacing. And that's all great. But what if you've got a list? You don't want the whole list to look uniform. You'd want additional spacing between line breaks. So this feature for line spacing has now been introduced so that you can have precise control over not only the line spacing, but then the space between each line as it would relate to a list. So you can kind of think about this as like after paragraph spacing if you do that in word processing. So go ahead and check that out. It's in the right-hand menu when you're in list mode. And I think that'll be rolling out to some more text-based elements like the rich text editor as well. Don't see why not. Looks like we got a couple of check-ins here. David, thank you so much for joining me here. Hello from Jacksonville. Hello to you. And we have got one more check-in here from Julio. Hey, Ryan. Julio from Valencia, Spain here. And I think we saw you on the town hall today. This is a good time to plug our town halls. If you want to meet with specific product teams, see what's going on, what they've released recently, what they're planning, provide some feedback. Town halls are a great place to do it. And we love to see new faces there. So join me almost every single day. But if you go to gohighlevel.com/townhalls, you'll be able to see the calendar of events and join where you'd like. Awesome. I appreciate Bald Guy Marketing and your words of encouragement. Um, Hello to you and nice to see you yet again today. All right, moving on. Let's not get too boring here. Email, more reliable batch schedules for campaigns. Uh, I think there is some, I won't call them issues. There are some unpredictable things that were happening when we were using seconds in the batch schedules. That's now been resolved, so I call that a win. But go ahead and check out if you've been having any kind of issues with there. The team is well aware of it. They've resolved all that, so you should be good to go. Next up, we have also got added custom value support for appointment fields. So this is be for appointment title. There's also a spelling error that was resolved. So rejoice. I love good spelling. I'm a stickler. Next up, we've got a totally revamped Certified Admin Course 2.0. The team worked very, very hard on this. I know lots of people were involved. Michael, our very own Michael J, was at the helm there and really put in a lot of effort to make this course amazing and up to date. So if you are not a certified admin, what are you doing? Go ahead and go to gohighlevel.com/certifications, and you can explore what that looks like. And once you become a certified admin, you can be added to the directory. So for the folks that don't really care about being certified, but they'd love to hire a specialist in HighLevel in specific parts of HighLevel too. Don't forget we have badges. So you can actually go to this directory.gohighlevel.com. And in there, you can kind of slice and dice what you want special help with. And you'll see people that not only have reviews, but you can see that they have different badges for specific areas of the platform. We'll be releasing more and more of those as time goes on. But thanks to Alicia and Michael and the entire team for all the effort that you put forward there. Moving on, we have got an update for quizzes. You can now map quiz results directly to CRM fields. This would be particularly helpful for category-based quizzes. So sometimes we call it like the personality type quiz, where it's not really, although you can map specific results, right? We want to be able to put people in the buckets. So, are you right for this platform? Are you right for the services that I'm offering? They can sort of fill out questions, and then particular results from that quiz can now get mapped directly to fields. And that also works for things where we actually want to quiz them on specific issues as well to see what they know. Next up, we have got a new community course on WhatsApp. So this is a little bit different. For those of you who've been around for a while, we used to have the HighLevel University that was sort of like its own course, sectioned off walled garden of different courses you could take to get really good with HighLevel. We have expanded that now to a community-based course situation. So not only do we have the courses in there, which you get free access to, we also have a community. This is just highlighting the fact that we now have a WhatsApp course in there as well. So thanks to Haplin for all the work you do there. And of course, we've got, as you can see, many other courses from different creators as well that they have so generously donated to us. Moving on, we have got communities now has customizable event reminder emails. This is a theme that you're going to be seeing on and on and on. We have got a lot of things planned for events within communities. Getting customizable emails makes sense, right? So we come up with some, but maybe you want them to be looking different. So we're going to give you more and more control as time moves on. You've already seen a ton of that come throughout the entire platform, not just in communities, but all over the place for system emails. So go ahead and customize to your heart's content there. Next up, we've also got a Go Live feature, which previously was actually just launched for Level Up. And now you can do it from the mobile app, which is super cool. So this is not going to be the HighLevel mobile app. This is going to be the collab / community mobile app that's specific to interacting with communities. And love to see this sort of feature parity come to mobile so quickly. And we've got some more updates around that, which I'll get to later in the slide. But basically, high quality video. We're pushing 1080p with 2.5 megabits per second. So that should give you nice, crisp, good quality streaming, provided your cell carrier or Wi-Fi is strong too. Don't forget, there's a lot of links in the chain. Go ahead and check that out and let us know what you think. Constantly making improvements there, and the team loves your feedback. Calendars services version 2. So again, I'll take a step back here. Before, we kind of had this services and equipment set up for calendars. So let's say you have a yoga studio. You want to be able to assign different equipment to things, and then also have different services that you would provide, or classes in that case, let's say. Well, that didn't really work for some more complex situations. Hair salons, beauty salons come to mind here, where maybe you want to be able to have two appointments going at once. One person's getting their hair colored, and then she's going to go wait on the side, and then you're also going to cut the hair at the same time. Lots of different use cases in that sense were brought to services version 2, and now that's supported in snapshots. So if you're providing those types of like customized calendars for those types of businesses, and you like the setup that you've got, you can now include them in snapshots so that new accounts can just load those right up. Voice AI chat widget got a big enhancement here to be able to embed it in line. So embedding in line, I mean, it kind of means the same thing, but I put them both there. You can kind of see on the left-hand side here, this is going to be your configuration. So you just basically drop in the custom code. Yes, there's probably going to be a native element coming here pretty soon, but you drop in the custom code and you copy and paste it from the Voice AI chat widget, which you can create under the sites portion of the website or of the app. And then the results is what you're seeing over here, where you get this tiny little, I don't want to call it tiny, but you get a smaller pill-shaped inline embeddable Voice AI agent. So when they click on that, they can then interact with the Voice AI agent, again, without even having to call anybody. It just happens right on the site, so you don't have to pay for minutes or any of that kind of thing when it relates to phone calls. There's some costs, obviously, with the Voice AI agent, but it is minimal, and from what we can tell, it keeps going down. So I always like to highlight this. This is the worst it'll ever be. Go ahead and check out Voice AI. I've seen a lot of really positive comments and people having great success with Voice AI. The latency is like zero. I mean, I had my mom try this out, and like she couldn't tell that it wasn't a real human. So the boomer test was completed. Social Planner got comment management for Instagram now. This was kind of completing this puzzle, right? Where initially I think we had Facebook and LinkedIn. I believe LinkedIn supported. If not, it'll be coming soon. But the idea here is that you can manage and look at all of your comments, reply to the comments in the UI of the app itself, and you don't have to go to Facebook or Instagram and do all these things from different platforms. It's the most annoying thing in the world, and having everything in one place makes your life a lot faster. Next up, we have got a big improvement to the image generation in some cases. I would say almost all. We are measuring 76% faster. Probably should have done a multiple on that one, but just be sure or be aware that it is a lot faster to generate images. For those of you who are not aware, like, we're deeply integrated with OpenAI and the different LLMs that we use throughout the app. And we're constantly working with their engineering teams to improve everything that we're doing, so that all the advantages that they have on their side can be implemented as fast as possible into the platform. And so improvements trickle down rapidly. It's more like a waterfall, not a trickle down. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Funnel AI. Oh yeah, this is the big one. 2.5 times faster for generating pages using Funnel AI. And we've done a bunch of different optimizations there. We've enhanced the AI strategy for faster section and SEO generation, removed expensive reasoning overhead while maintaining quality. So, a lot of this is just fine tuning what's happening in the back end so that it gets super cheap for you. We actually have a 50% cost reduction, and we want to make this as affordable and as just no brainer. We should totally use this to generate funnel pages super fast as possible. So continue testing that out. It gets better by the day. As I always say, this is the worst it will be. It just will keep marching forward and get better. Next up, we have prospecting streamlined enhancements for lead management. What does all this mean? Well, we have 3 specific enhancements. One is you can mark a lead as won or lost. So that's kind of nice to be able to do within prospecting. Then you can view contacts and conversations instantly. So you can like quickly go into all that. And we've got a nice getting started guide that kind of walks them through a few things. All right, we got a lot of things in the chat here. Let's take a quick break. Hearing that the calendar update is great. Love to hear that. Hello from Los Angeles to you. You're just about this direction, I think, about 100 miles north or thereabouts. What else do we have here? Oh, Charles is saying, get some high praise from Charles here. He's a hard one to please sometimes, but that's okay. Just tested SEO and I was impressed how well and how fast it did. Great to hear. Very happy to hear that all those SEO, the meta description and all that kind of stuff can get just filled out quickly. It's kind of basic blocking and tackling, and we ought to be able to do that very fast. Next up, let's see. Oh, we're going to get to some enhancements here. I included a picture of Chase just to prove that it is very late his time, 2:10 a.m. when I took that screenshot. So miss you, Chase. You're here on this slide with us in spirit. Media storage. We've now got trash visibility and access enhancements. This had to do with being able to control, I believe you have control over this. If not, it will be coming soon, whether or not admins got access to the trash and stuff like that. And there was some other folder deletion and restore behaviors that weren't working properly. Like if you deleted a folder and there was like a subfolder, it wouldn't bring the subfolder back. So all that stuff's been resolved. So the media storage, I should say permissions and RBAC controls should be getting more robust by the week here. Funnels and websites has got enhanced support for mail to, the phone call tag and the SMS tag. So if you've been having any kind of problems with those where they weren't behaving as expected in different browsers, that should all be totally resolved now. So I wanted to call that out. They said don't announce that one, but I feel like if there's a pain point, maybe we should highlight that. Media Core, which is sort of our internal media engine that does stuff like video processing and imagery and all that kind of thing, got some big updates. And this is now part of this big thing where it's actually 2.5 Mbps. But we want to be able to support crisp, high resolution video at a decent frame rate and I should say bit rate. So that's now enhanced, and I would be surprised if we didn't turn that dial up a little bit further. But go ahead and test it out. If you're having any kind of trouble initially with the live streaming into communities, that should be looking good now. And this brings us to Chase's favorite part of the show, where we have some presidential, I just thought this meme was kind of funny, so I included it, upcoming releases. And with that, we have a relevant telephone-related release that'll be coming up soon, and that is WhatsApp calling in HighLevel. So you can see there on the right-hand side, kind of looks like a WhatsApp background, but it's the dialer inside a HighLevel. So if you're not using WhatsApp, or I should say, if your customers use WhatsApp a lot and you're not using it within HighLevel, this update will help obviously make calls without having to pick up your phone, which is awesome. And then the next one we have is a similar and related upcoming release, which is carousel templates for WhatsApp as well. These tend to perform really well, have very high engagement. So love to see these types of enhancements coming to WhatsApp. Of course, we've got a ton more. If you've been on our town halls, you'll see there's lots of work that's getting done before the end of the year. So Q4 is a big push for us to get a lot of things resolved. Make sure it's nice and tidy so that we have a great start to the year in which we will be releasing even more. The hits do not stop. All right. And with that, let's see if there's any more people. Oh, we got some folks checking in from Australia. And this is Marty, of course. Marty, nice to see you. I feel like I've seen you all day now. Here we go. We've got URL actions is a huge improvement. Glad to see that you like that one. And I think that that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap it. I am late for a meeting as usual. So I will bid you guys adieu. Have an awesome weekend. We will see you next week, where hopefully Chase will be joining us live.